Oh boy. Well, here we are. My name is Mike, and I am back with season 12 of the IPA. God, it seems like just yesterday this league started. But sure enough, we're here, all right. Uh, yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna be talking about my draft for this season. So, a couple things. Last season, I had made a draft analysis video, and I ended up not recording the season. It was nothing of note anyway. I went 4-6, but I beat Jarrett with a Silvally. Ha ha ha. Hopefully I can do better this year. You know me. Our goal is 5-5, and relying on somebody else to tank in week 10, so I squeak in on playoffs. That's how we do. But anyway, so we had 90 points to draft 8 to 11 Mons, with potential every week to earn more points to use towards one of three free agency periods during after weeks 2, 5, and 8. So our draft order was randomized except for the person who won the Hunger Games simulator we did, because that's what we do every season to determine who gets the first pick. So I believe I was dead center. I was like 8th pick. Going into this, I really had no idea what I wanted, but I wanted to try and use mods that I had never had the chance to before. So our first pick was Mega Mawile, which is not bad for an 8th pick. I mean, granted, there's a lot of good mons that came out between Gen 7, 8. I mean, mons like Dragapult, Melmetal, and then a lot of Megas got some pretty interesting buffs, like mons that get Scrappy and Inner Focus are no longer affected by Intimidate, so Mega Gallade and Mega Lopunny, just to name a few. There were mons that kind of became better now that there's no Hidden Power, since Hidden Power is one of the unusable moves. So, like Mega Scizor, now that it doesn't have to worry about Hidden Power Fire from a lot of mons, it became significantly better. Mons like Gliscor, I believe somebody in one of our 3 divisions actually picked Gliscor for their first round pick, because, I mean, like I said, ground types could run HP Ice, like Landorus Therian, probably one of the most common examples. Landorus Therian used to run HP Ice to counter opposing Lando Therians. It could hit Gliscor or anything else. Other mons got pretty good buffs too, like Zapdos. Zapdos got access to Hurricane now, which makes it extremely more viable in a rain team. Plus, all around, just really strong flying stab coming off a base 125 special attack. But as the season goes on, you'll probably see more of these nice new techs. So anyway, our first pick was Mega Mawile. Mega Mawile is really good in the it's got 3 great abilities prior to Mega Evolution, but obviously its ability upon Mega is what sets it apart. So its ability being Huge Power, which doubles its attack. Most people run either an Intimidate or a Hyper Cutter set to either have their lower their opponent's attack on switch in, or to prevent their own attack from being lowered by a switch in. But it's got a really nice move pool, actually. I mean, first thing you know, so Baton Pass. So the way we're running Baton Pass in this league is you cannot pass speed, but you can pass any combination of stats as long as speed is not involved. So you can pass a Sword Stance or Bulk Up, Nasty Plot, Calm Mind, anything like that. And you can pass any of those with a sub. You can pass negative speed. So if you curse, you can curse pass. But Baton Pass is nice. And as you guys see, it's got a really wide move pool. Crunch, Fire Fang for opposing steel types. I've seen Sub Punch before. Um, Ice Fang, Ice Punch, but mainly it's run with Iron Head, Play Rough, Knock Off. It's got Power Up Punch if you want to be even more crazy, but it gets Swords Dance as well. Rock Slide. It's a Stealth Rocker, Stone Edge, Sucker Punch. Utility sets can run Super Fang, just chip, do 50% right off the bat. It's got a lot of versatility and a lot of coverage. Its stats are actually not... They're lacking in some areas, but it helps offset the balance of this kind of broken mon. So base 50 all around is not that good because when you max only goes to 304. But its attack, because it has huge power, even if you were to invest no attack in this upon Mega Evolving, it's automatically 492 attack. So to compare that to something, that would be, let's see, that's something coming off a base 175. So that'd be like, so if I pull out Mega Alakazam up really fast, and I give it a modest nature, right? 493. That's 1 point higher, max special attack, positive special attack nature invested, as opposed to uninvested huge power Mega Mawile. So that's really amazing because you can invest a lot more. You can invest more in its HP, and you can make it Spadef, because base 95 Spadef is not that bad. Base 125 defense is really good too. So I can make this thing fully physically defensive if I wanted. Impish. I can make it careful. 317. So it's not bad. It's not bad all around. I can make it. I can keep it slow. It's base 50 speed, and if I wanted to use it with Trick Room, I could do that. But that's not bad actually. So I've never used Mega Mawile in a draft before, so I'm excited to see what I can do with it. Next pick, I tried to mirror it off Mawile's weaknesses. Its two main weaknesses are fire and ground, so I wanted something that could handle both of those types. So my next pick was actually Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash, being electric and water with the Levitate, does not get hit by ground types at all, and the water naturally resists fire. It's bulky. Again, HP lacking, but base 107 defense and special defense is really nice. It also got buffed this generation because it has Nasty Plot now. It's a Defogger. Run Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Hydro Pump. You can run Screens. Also can run Poltergeist. So that's one thing I need to mention really fast. DLC for the Crown Tundra came out, I think 2 days. Yeah, it came out 2 days before we started the draft. It came out on the 17th of June, and we started the draft on the 19th. So a lot of mons that came out, and a lot of mons got these moves right now. These really incredible moves. But so Poltergeist is pretty strong. I'm base 65 attack, not so much, but if I'm sucking towards the end of the season, which I probably might be, then I'll get crazy. But yeah, Thunderbolt, T-Wave, Trick, Full Switch, Will-O-Wisp. I don't know if it always had Electric Train, that's pretty interesting. Rising Voltage. Doubles the power in Electric Terrain, plus you get the stab boost, plus the Electric Train boost. So that's always a niche, pretty cool thing too. So right off the bat, I have a Stealth Rocker and I have a Defogger. Next pick was Infernape. Infernape, I think, is maybe only one. It might be the only mon I've used before that's in this draft now, to be honest. Uh, Fernape's really nice too. Oh, yeah, I talked about Volt Switch. I wanted a U-turn mon, so I could have a start the nice U-turn Volt Switch core. Excuse me. But yeah, Infernape's another great mon. Uh, Attack, special attack 104, speed 108. So it's faster. It helps make the team a little bit faster, as opposed to the base 50, and 86 is not bad, which is I think 298 speed. Yeah, 298. Yep. Okay. But base 108 hits 346, so it outspeeds a decent amount. And I can run this thing scarfed, specs, banded. Uh, I can run bulk up, calm mind, swords dance, or a nasty plot. I have great stab in close combat, fire blast. I can run a utility set, and I have Iron Fist as well to power up Thunder Punch or Fire Punch, Mach Punch, Vacuum Wave. I have Gunk Shot and Grass Knot, Slack Off, Endeavor, and again U-turn, Will-O-Wisp if I want to burn stuff. Yeah, shit. So I power up Solar Beam. What do you know? But yeah, so far I have 2 Stealth Rockers and a Defogger. I decided I want to get more hazard removal, and I also wanted to finish out my Dragon Steel Fairy Core. So I took Latias for my 4th pick. Latias is a nice mon. Base 110 attack, or special attack, sorry, 130 defense, 110 speed is really nice. It did get a nice buff this gen as well. It's got Mystical Fire now, it's got Aura Sphere, it's got access to Dragon Dance too, which, and you know, base 80 attack, right? Yeah, base 80 attack is not doing that much. But again, if I'm stuck in towards the end of the season, who knows? One of the things to note on here is Healing Wish. Got a buff to it. So if I Healing Wish with Latias into a mon that's already full HP, I can chain past that. I can switch into another mon after that, and that one, if it's not at full HP, will get the effects of the Healing Wish. So I think that's pretty cool. Again, a defog, and it can tank hits. There's not a lot that's going to kill this thing in one hit. But it's got access to Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Psychic, Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, Stored Power, Thunder Wave, Toxic. It's a Wishmon. So again, I've used Latios before because I always preferred power over bulk, but I've got both. So it'll be interesting. Again, I'm trying to use mons that I've never really used before. And also, I gotta be somewhat careful with points because, again, we don't have the normal 100 points. We started off with 10 points less than normal, so we had 90 points for this draft. But let me see something really fast. So for my 5th pick, I wanted to get some more. I want to get more hazards. I don't want to have to rely just on rocks. And the more mons I have with hazards, the more options it leaves me open to. At the same time, I also wanted to complete my Fire, Water, Grass core because I've completed the Dragon Steel Fairy. Now I want to complete the Fire, Water, Grass core. So I took Roserade next. Roserade's got good abilities in Natural Cure, and I don't think I've ever seen really run Technician. Well, that was back when Hidden Power was a thing. But this is a pretty good mon all around. It's got decent special bulk. Really nothing to write home about. Speed's decent at 90. 125 attack is nice because then I don't have to run so much in special attack. Every time still do damage, I can focus more on the bulk and the longevity. But I have aromatherapy. I have dazzling game. I mean, it gives me something to hit dragons with and dark types. Uh, extra sensory to hit opposing poison types. Giga Drain for health. Leaf Storm just to do damage. Leech Seed to chip away at mons. Sleep Powder, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb. I have Spikes, Stun Spore. I have Toxic Spikes and Toxic. And being a grounded poison type, I can absorb Toxic Spikes when I come in, which is nice. Wish this thing got Spore though. It does have Grassy Glide now too, which again, you never know what's gonna happen towards the end of the season. It even has cool moves like Venom Drench, which lowers the attack, special attack, and speed of poison mons. So if I can get up to T-Spikes, then I can really start making opposing mons ineffective by lowering 3 of their stats per turn. Venoshock is always so nice because it'll be base 130 plus stab if they're poisoned. So all around, I like how this team is looking. And again, I'm trying to be a little bit more conscientious with my points. Next pick, 6th pick, is going to be Umbreon. So Umbreon is a really bulky mon. I don't think I've ever seen this thing get O-code before without having to set up. And if you try and set up, you could get, depending on how you do it, you can get punished. If you're a physical attacker and you go for like bulk up or swords dance, I can hit you with foul play. I can run. I can baton pass with this thing as well. So I can curse pass. I can. What else? Is there anything else I can really pass? I can wish pass. I can focus energy pass. Hey, that's hot. I like it. I'm all about it. I can work up pass, but normally you'll see this thing run with wish, protect, toxic, foul play, wish, protect, baton pass, heal bell for status, lash out. That's an interesting move. Taunt. Again, I can sub pass. So yeah, that's Umbreon, folks. Haha. So I have 3 picks left. The team is looking well so far. I don't have anything that takes super effective damage to Stealth Rock, which is one thing I wanted to do. I know Heavy Duty Boots came out this gen, which prevents taking damage from all hazards. But I also want a team that in the event hazards or boots got knocked off, I could still come in without taking, super effective damage. It's not like I don't have enough hazard removal. But if I want to keep hazards up on my opponent's side of the field, then I shouldn't have to worry about defogging them all the time. But as much as I wanted to have an entire draft without Mon taking super effective damage from rocks, I eventually said to hell with it, and I took Staraptor for my 6th pick. Staraptor is a nice, strong Mon with Intimidate, so if you're not a Scrappy or Inner Focus Mon, what else? I believe Oblivious is now immune to Intimidate as well. Then that's fine. But I have Brave Bird, Close Combat, another Defogger, Quick Attack, Roost, U-Turn, Double Edge, because I also have the Reckless ability. So I could run like Scarfed Raptor or Bandit and just chunk things, because base 100 speed's not bad. Base 120 attack is just really nice. Did you get any niche new moves this gen? I don't know. Final Gambit, I could run a Scarfed Final Gambit set coming off base 85 HP. That's going to chunk a lot of stuff, a lot of offensive mons that aren't invested. Unless you're like a Chansey or so, in which case I'm only doing 50% and you'll soft boil that off anyway because you're an asshole. But that's pretty much it. I'm surprised this thing didn't get dual wing beat. No, it didn't. No shame. But yeah, it gives me another pivot mon with U-turn. Another intimidate mon is nice, and besides, I can put some heavy duty boots on this thing, and unless they get knocked off, I won't be taking Stealth Rock Chip. So that's nice. I think at this point I only had a small handful of points left. I did want to screw around just a little bit, so I took Morgrim. Morgrim, I fully plan on using like Eviolite Prankster or Iron Ball Prankster, because I can trick, I can get up screens, I can Thunder Wave. It's a shame this thing doesn't get Baton Pass. Right? Nah. Nope. It gets Burning Jealousy. That's not bad. Burns all that setup in the same turn. So if you want to try and set up on me, that's cool. As long as you're setting up Swords Dance, I'll burn you. It's kind of ineffective if you set up like a nasty plot. I mean, you can see the move pool isn't super huge and diverse, but I mean, this is honestly probably what I'll use this thing for. But who knows, maybe I can come up with something hot and spicy. And as long as you're not a dark type, because Prankster won't work on you starting from Gen 7, which I think is interesting. Last pick, I decided to go with Claydol. So I took Claydol for a couple reasons. One, Rapid Spin got a nice little buff this season. Not this season, this gen. Rapid Spin went from base 20 to base 50. And in addition to removing hazards, it also boosts your speed. So that's pretty cool. Its stats aren't that bad. 75 speed I can work with. Its defenses are nice. Base 105 and 120 defense and SPDEF respectively. It's got body press. And it also, I don't know if it does get iron defense. Ooh, see, I didn't know that always got that, but I knew it got cosmic power. I was thinking like cosmic power body press set if I wanted to, but iron defense is not bad either. It's also a ground type that is not affected by other ground types because of levitate. And it's also another rocker. But it's pretty bulky. Again, I've never used it. It's got nice coverage. It's a ground type that can beat other ground types due to Ice Beam. And Scorching Sands. That's cool. 30% chance to burn, so it's like a ground scald. It's basically throwing sand in your face. Shadow Ball for other psychics. Teleport. Teleport's nice, so it's basically negative priority Volt Switcher U-turn now. I'm trying to think. Does get teleport? No. I think, does Umbreon get teleport? No. Oh well. That's it. Just you. You're the only one. But that's fine. I can run Trick Room. Some of my team is pretty slow, but they'll hit hard. I mean, I can run Trick Room with Mawile. There's a new item came out. I think it's called, was it Room Service? Yeah, if Trick Room is active, the holder speed is lowered by 1 stage. That's pretty interesting. That might be something fun to run. But yeah, it's another hazard remover, another hazard setter. So I have rocks, spikes, and T-spikes. Again, I feel like hazards this generation are kind of niche due to heavy-duty boots coming out. A lot of mons that are 4 times weak to rocks, like Charizard, if it's not Mega, because obviously Mega Evolution, they have to hold their stone in this league. They don't come in pre-Mega'd. But mons like Volcarona is 1. I don't even think it got drafted. I'd have to double check. I don't think it was drafted at all. What else? Even mons that are like 2 times weak to rocks now don't have to worry about that because of boots, so that kind of takes away. But if I can get rid of those items, then we'll see what we can do. One thing I do regret about this team, I believe, as far as I think only one mon has access to knockoff, that being Mega Mawile. But that's okay. It's okay. I said if I wanted to run Niche Rotom Wash with Poltergeist, then it's better if they have their item anyway. But overall, I am somewhat pretty satisfied with the way this draft went. Again, I've only ever used, I think, Infernic before, so in a 9-mon draft, 8 out of 9 new mons is not bad. So I'm excited to see how this season goes. And again, as long as I can go 5-5, I'll be happy. It's all part of my 3-year plan. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll do my best to actually upload this season. I'd feel bad if I made yet another draft review and didn't upload this season. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you'll stick around to see how we do. And yeah, I didn't introduce myself as a certain coach yet because I'm still working on rebranding. I tend to change teams depending on where I'm at, and I'm in an undisclosed location right now. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, let's have a good season in the IPA. So, take care.